The summer of 1947 was no ordinary summer. It was the season when the skies over America came alive with something unimaginable. It began with a spine-chilling sight. 9 glowing, otherworldly objects darting across the heavens near Mount Rainier, moving at unthinkable speeds. Witnesses described their movements as erratic, almost alive, as if defying the very laws of physics. Newspapers screamed about flying saucers, but the true horror descended days later in the remote desert of Roswell, New Mexico. A rancher stumbled upon debris that seemed plucked from the nightmares of another dimension. Metallic fragments that shimmered unnaturally, emitting an eerie hum, and strange, glyph-like markings that no human could decipher. This wasn't just debris. It was something alive with secrets, something not from this world. Before anyone could comprehend the magnitude of what had been found, the military swooped in, silencing witnesses and confiscating every trace of the wreckage. For a brief moment, they admitted to recovering a flying disc, sending shockwaves through the nation. But the next day, the story changed. Just a weather balloon, they claimed, their words laced with an urgency that reeked of deception. But it was too late. The people who had glimpsed the wreckage, and even those who had seen the bodies, small, pale, and utterly alien, knew the truth. The whispers began. What was the government hiding? What unspeakable horror had fallen from the skies? This was no mere crash. It was an invasion of the unknown. As the wreckage disappeared into the secretive depths of Area 51, the air grew thick with dread. Tales of grotesque experiments, alien autopsies, and technology that defied comprehension began to surface. Strange lights were seen over the base at night, flickering in impossible patterns, as if signaling to something far away or far beneath the earth. Was it a warning or a message to others waiting in the darkness of space? Whatever it was, the Roswell incident wasn't just an event. It was the beginning of a nightmare. And as the skies over New Mexico returned to their eerie calm, one question echoed in terrified whispers. Asterisk, what else is out there? Watching us? Waiting to come down? The mystery surrounding Area 51 has been a focal point for decades, and its reputation for secrecy has only intensified with time. The Roswell incident in 1947, in particular, added fuel to the fire, and ever since, the base has been shrouded in rumors, myths, and wild conspiracy theories. When the military initially claimed that the debris found near Roswell was from a weather balloon, many found it hard to accept. But that was just the beginning. In 1994, the U.S. Air Force finally admitted that the wreckage came from a nuclear surveillance balloon developed under the covert Project Mogul, a top-secret operation designed to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. While this was a plausible explanation, it was too late. The seeds of doubt had already been planted. The government's inconsistent statements, the silence that followed, and the lack of concrete answers only deepened suspicions, prompting the rise of even more far-fetched conspiracy theories. For decades, the government's reluctance to discuss the details of the Roswell incident and its connection to Area 51 led many to believe that the truth was being deliberately hidden. The public grew increasingly distrustful of official statements, especially after the government's repeated revisions of the narrative. As the decades passed, these doubts only grew stronger. In the 1950s and 1960s, a number of UFO sightings were reported, many of which could be easily explained by military aircraft tests. Aircraft like the U-2 and State Route 71 flew at altitudes higher than most commercial planes, often during times when the sun was setting, causing them to appear as glowing, high-speed objects streaking across the sky. These sightings, combined with the fact that many of these tests occurred near Area 51, contributed to the idea that the base was home to extraterrestrial technology. But it wasn't just the aircraft that fueled the rumors. The infamous Bob Lazar, who came forward in the late 1980s with claims of having worked at a secretive facility within Area 51, became one of the most prominent voices in the conspiracy world. Lazar stated that he had worked on reverse engineering alien technology, claiming that the government had discovered and was studying extraterrestrial spacecraft. According to him, the key to these craft's propulsion systems was a substance called Element 115, which supposedly allowed the spacecraft to generate its own gravitational field and defy the laws of physics. His claims, however, were quickly dismissed by skeptics. In fact, it was later revealed that Lazar had fabricated much of his personal history, including his supposed education at MIT. Despite this, his story gained traction, and to this day, many believe that he was telling the truth, further fueling the Area 51 conspiracy theories. As the years went by, the government continued to remain tight-lipped about Area 51, fueling even more speculation. It wasn't until 2013 that the CIA officially acknowledged the existence of the base, revealing its location and some of its history under the Freedom of Information Act. But the information released by the government wasn't exactly what people had hoped for. The documents shed light on the U-2 spy plane program and confirmed that Area 51 was used to test high-altitude aircraft. But there was still no mention of extraterrestrial life or alien technology. This release only served to deepen the mystery. Why would the government continue to withhold information if there was nothing to hide? The truth, it seemed, was still out there, locked away in secret files. The declassification of documents continued over the years, with thousands of pages being released to the public in 2017 and 2021. These documents detailed UFO sightings and the government's investigations into these events. But once again, there was nothing to confirm the existence of aliens or extraterrestrial craft. Instead, the government continued to refer to these sightings as UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena, shifting away from the term UFO to avoid the association with aliens. Even with this change in terminology, the sightings remained unexplained, and the government admitted that there was simply not enough data to definitively identify what these objects were. Military pilots have reported encounters with these mysterious objects, but they have not claimed that these phenomena are of extraterrestrial origin. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the mystery surrounding Area 51 and UFOs continues to captivate the public imagination. In fact, Area 51 has become a global sensation, with people from all over the world flocking to Nevada's extraterrestrial highway in hopes of catching a glimpse of something extraordinary. The state of Nevada even capitalized on the fascination, renaming the highway to attract tourists. But there's one thing that everyone knows for sure: if you decide to venture too close to Area 51, you'll likely regret it. The base is still a highly secure military facility, and the military is quick to respond to any trespassers. Just ask Thijs Granzier, a Dutch YouTuber who tried to enter the base in 2019. He and his friends were arrested and spent 3 days in jail for trespassing. The security around Area 51 remains as tight as ever, and the mystery surrounding it continues to draw people in, both out of curiosity and a desire to uncover the truth. Today, Area 51 remains a symbol of secrecy and intrigue, and it's unlikely that the full story will ever be revealed. Whether the government is hiding something truly extraordinary or simply trying to protect national security, one thing is clear: Area 51 is a place where the unknown thrives, and it will continue to captivate the minds of conspiracy theorists, scientists, and the general public for years to come. As long as the mystery endures, so too will the fascination with the possibilities that lie within its gates. The enigma of Area 51 remains unsolved, but the legend continues to grow, fueled by the unanswered questions that keep us all wondering what, exactly, is hidden behind the barbed wire and guarded walls of the most secretive base on Earth.